Hi there guys. So very different, well I say very different, but something different from me today. As you've probably gathered, we're on a hammock camp today. Still on Dartmoor, not not the moors, so to speak. But yeah, this is something I've wanted to do for a while, and I've been in a position where there's been half of me that's been keen to do it and excited about doing it, and then the other half that, if I'm honest, just been a bit scared. With a tent, I find it gives me that sense of security, even though a tent is really flimsy. It isn't going to keep much out really, just that kind of being zipped in offers just that. I don't know whether it's just a psychological thing perhaps, whereas see, being in a hammock and tarp, we're going to be exposed right out to the elements. You can see, you probably see I'm twitching all over the place. I hear things and I think, oh god, there's somebody here. There isn't anybody here, it's just so yeah, I'm trying to face down some fears today, and I'm hoping it's going to go well and I'm going to enjoy it, and I can start doing this a little bit more often, bring some variety into the camps that I do, not just for the sake of making more interesting YouTube videos, but for me as well, just mix things up and yeah, keep it interesting for me, because yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. And I'm hoping, yeah, once I get this night done, it's gonna put to rest some of those fears that I've got. It all went up okay. First time I've ever assembled a hammock or a tarp or anything like that. I still have, I need to work on my knots, that's for sure. But I've been lied out on the hammock now for about 20 minutes and it hasn't collapsed. That's got to be a good sign. It's really comfy. It is really comfy. I don't have, I mean, this might bite me in the backside, but I don't have an under quilt. I have brought my, my sleeping mat with me. I don't know whether it will work as such, in terms of, I don't know how well it would fit in the hammock, but gonna see how it goes. I mean, it's fairly mild at the minute, so I'm hoping temperatures aren't going to get too low tonight, so I might be all right once I've got a few layers on and I've got my thermarest top quilt, so that should hopefully keep me warm, but I do have the sleeping mat, so I might give that a go, see if it's feasible or not later on. I'm guessing maybe if I just like half inflate it or something. I'll address that later on. Not a bad little campsite. It's very thorny around here, but managed to find this place which has you know, it's not too bad. It's got a little bit of clear ground underneath, which is good. I'm pretty excited, and yeah, got that kind of excited and scared feeling going on. The sun, it was raining a moment ago, just kind of spitting, but the sun has just come out and it's beaming through the canopy up here, which is quite lovely. So it's about 5:30 at the minute, so pretty early still. I think for a little while I'm just going to chill out and listen to the sounds of the forest, and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Back again. I've just been pottering around, camp. I'm still feeling a bit strange, if I'm honest. I really am feeling strange. I thought I'd just give you a quick tour of the camp, such as it is. So this is our surroundings. The sun has come out and it's beaming through. It's making everything look very nice indeed. Although it is a bit of a buggy mess at the minute. There's a lot of flies, but it's not too bad. And I do have a bug net for the hammock, worst case. Look, just as a... Look at them all, little gits. But they're not biting me, so, and they're not swarming around my face either, so it's not too bad. I've had worse. Alright, yep, so here is our hammock. So I've got my quilt in here now, puffing up, because it's been in a stuff sack, compression sack. And yeah, so the tarp, it's got four, is it four? Oh, I suppose it's not four, is it? It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. So later on I'll be moving it so that this one, the third one, is on the ridge line, so that I get an even roof. But while it's still nice, yeah, I'm just keeping the front open. I just rigged up another line, so I've got my lantern, which will sit, you know, inside the tarp once it's all buttoned up, so give me a little bit of light when it gets dark later on. And yeah, some stuff. I've got another little tarp, so I'll put that down later on and put my bag on top of it, just to try and protect it from any condensation, etc. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Didn't take too long to set up, which is nice. I would take you for a little walk around, but my shins have already been shredded by the brambles and the holly which is out there. It's nice just sitting here listening to the birds. If there wasn't any flies, it would be far better. I was up in Yorkshire a couple of weekends ago for the Three Peaks, and the midges up there were something else. I mean, there was just swarms of them, and that sucked. And this is nothing like that, which is awesome. It would, yeah, it'd be nice if they weren't here, but I've had a lot worse. I do have a bug net for the hammock, as I think I've already mentioned, so if it does get too bad, I can retreat in there and they won't be able to get me, which would be great. I'm not 100% sure what to do, if I'm honest. A lot of the time when I'm out sort of on the moors camping, I don't normally stop until 7 o'clock in the evening, because we've got such nice long days at the minute. But it's just gone 6 o'clock and I'm all set up, ready to go. And yeah, I'm not sure, so I might just sit and chill for a little bit. Good evening. So I'm all fed and watered. So the pasta carbonara, it was alright. Yeah, I enjoyed it, but I think out of all the expedition foods I've had so far, that one is probably at the bottom. So it was alright, it just wasn't as nice as the others. And I finally ate that bleeding chocolate pudding, and what a freaking letdown that was. Never mind. Gotta try these things, haven't you? You don't know until you try. I gotta say, I'm a little bit... It's weird. I think I said before, it's strange. It feels really weird. I am a little bit on edge, I gotta say. I think that being out on the moors, you know, you just see for miles. You can see... I say see people coming, but you know, because you can see, you know that there's nobody about, and there's... I keep seeing things in the trees. They're not there, obviously, just out of peripheral vision. Getting a little bit jumpy, but it's okay. It's okay. Temperature's nice. It's starting to get dark now. See, I guess the darkness is going to be exacerbated by being in the trees. It's going to get darker quicker down here. I've just been chilling out, listening to my book, eating some food, drinking some wine. The flies are... It's weird, they're like ground-dwelling flies. They don't really fly around much, they're all just crawling around. So when I'm actually lied out on the hammock, it's okay. So I'm still in two minds whether to put the bug net on. I don't know. It'll be alright. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. I mean, it's just about 8:30 now. I reckon about another half hour it's going to be properly, on the way, getting dark. Weather seems to have held up. Keep feeling a couple of little droplets of water, but so I'm going to kind of move the tarp over in a bit and get the proper shelter set up, because I was in two minds about leaving it as it is now, but my quilt is down, so if it gets wet, that's it. It's going to be really, really cold and nasty, so I'm not going to run the risk of it being okay when I go to sleep and then waking up in a downpour or something. So I get the shelter all set up and probably call it a night in a little while. Listen to my book a bit longer. I've already started drifting off a little bit, so yeah, call it a night and see what the morning brings. As you can hear, the weather has taken a turn for the worst. It started raining about, I think it was about midnight, and yeah, it's just been going all the way through. I haven't had the best night's sleep, if I'm honest. It's been a bit cold, not because I ended up not using the sleeping mat because I haven't got an underquilt. My back was a bit cold. The top of me with my quilt was lovely and warm, and I've just had so many weird dreams, pretty much all related to random people turning up and shaking my hammock or getting in trouble for wild camping. Yeah, just all strange dreams kind of related to me being a bit uneasy about doing this, but it's okay. I've just been snoozing for a bit. It's about 7:15 at the moment. I want to be gone by 8 because I'm getting picked up at 10. So I think I'm gonna snooze for another 10-15 minutes or so. Get up, make some breakfast, and then pack everything up and get going. So I've not gone with the expedition foods granola and raspberries, which I've been having quite a lot, if I'm honest. And it is really nice, and hence why I've had it so often. But it's a bit pricey for breakfast, you know. It's £8 normally, and yeah, it's a bit much. I think I will still get it every now and again, but I need to get out of the habit of spending quite so much on the food that I'm taking out. So I just got myself a porridge pot for about 50p at Tesco's, and I bought, this is a apple pie flavoured, and got myself some nice big, I think they're called flame raisins. They're just really big juicy raisins, so chuck some of those in, and it'll do. It's not as nice, but it's alright. So the rain it's still raining a bit. The trees are sheltering most of it, but there is a bit of a lull. So I'm pretty much just going to finish my breakfast and then get everything packed up and head off, because it's about I think about an hour and a half walk to where I'm being picked up. So I'm going to be there a bit early. I didn't know what signal was going to be like, so I pre-arranged with my wife that she's going to meet me at 10, which is a good thing because there's no signal out here at all. It's a complete dead spot. So I'd rather get there a bit early than be late. So I'll probably end up getting to where I'm getting picked up around 9 o'clock, but that's fine. I'll just sit and keep myself, I'll listen to a book or something or other to kill the time there. Yeah, so finish this and I'll get going. Okay, we're all packed up. Just had a quick look around, leave no trace, etc. And we're off now. The path, so basically the river is that way, and there's a path that way. I think the path is closer, so I'm going to head off in this direction, try and not shred my legs up any worse than they already are, and then we can head down the path to the bridge and kind of backtrack the way we came in yesterday. So I'm back in the more kind of maintained forests now, and it's about 1.5 kilometres back to the car. I've got plenty of time, got an hour and a half until my wife is coming to pick me up. So I'm just going to mooch on down, maybe have a coffee, who knows. So I'm pretty much done for this video, so I thought I'd sign it off here. It's been a little bit different. I've enjoyed it. It wasn't the best campsite, but it was okay. It could have been worse. So I'm keen to get out and try it again. Maybe somewhere a little bit more suitable for hammocking, but we'll just have to see what happens. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope, something a bit different to me, traipsing around the moors. But if that is what you're into, rest assured there'll be more of that to come. So as always, thank you ever so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Take it easy.